Good evening and welcome to the Peace Circle. I'm Gina and I'm here with you this evening. Blessed to be talking about peace. What is it that we can do to be not only at peace, but how do I get to a place that I am helping the world with peace? That's what the Peace Circle is all about. How do I become that which I do not know? How do I become that which I'm not experiencing? So I encourage you this evening to sit back and be here with me as we be present in this place of love and joy and peace, coming to that place within where we know truth, our truth, and know that we are that truth. So tonight's topic is vision. Vision as in visioning, and also the vision. What is it that we choose to see in the world? And I always begin with, I too have a dream. Because to me, that's what the Peace Circle is all about, is that dream. In my dream, we all are equal. And not color, religion, nor income defines who we are. Neither country nor region defines us as kin. Whether 2 legs or 4, plant or animal, we were all created of the one Creator, with no greater claim to borrow this beautiful earth. In my dream, we all are one, treating each other with love and respect, and living in peace. We are all truly awake, knowing our purpose to share love and joy and to uplift each other, and in doing so, uplift ourselves. In my dream, we each remember and appreciate each other and truly understand that all is well. It's not well some of the time. It's not well just when we think it is. It is. Spirit has this in all forms. Spirit has this life of all. And when we remember that, that's where we cultivate peace. When I go higher, when I go within to that place, that still small voice, but there's so many distractions. Peace is so much more than a soundbite. You know, people talk about world peace as if it could never happen. Of course it could. Anything you can conceive can be achieved. An inner peace, well, I grew up inner city Boston, and I didn't know what that meant. It was nothing more than a soundbite. I mean, I guess I thought I knew what it meant. I guess I had some concept, but I had no idea what meditation was all about. I had no idea about listening for answers. I had no idea really what that be still and know was all about. And peace to me now it's a lifesaver. It is being still and knowing that spirit within me, as me, is me. And as I know it of me, I know it of each one. And there I find my peace. It's not external, it's internal, but I didn't know how to get there. And that's what the Peace Circle is all about, is getting to that place to be that vibration of love, of peace, of harmony. And we use different topics every week to get there. And the reason that we do that is there's a lot of things in life that can often pull our attention away. So I encourage you to, just be still and know right here, right now, and be here listening to and aware of that voice within. And during the course of this hour, we're going to go through different aspects of vision and how that vision and embodying that vision, that highest vision, can bring about the peace that we wish to have within our own lives, but also in the world. Now, I'm going to start with a song that to me is just powerful because it's something that I often have to allow myself the permission to accept a grander vision. When I think about the visioning process and vision for me and what that's all about, sometimes the old tapes that I was raised with, that it was selfish, self-care was selfish, to worry about me and think about me and not the world or others, it was selfish. But if I do not take care of me, then I cannot take care of anyone else. Just as that oxygen mask on a plane. If I don't put mine on first, I have nothing to offer anyone else. So I invite you in this time to listen to this song and embody the words. It's Karen Drucker, to give yourself permission to be all that you are meant to be. And we're going to spend some time tonight casting that vision of Spirit's highest and best as you. What is Spirit's plan? What is the vision that you hold? What do you hold for the world? What does it mean to be at peace? So I invite you to listen to this and just be in that loving place.
I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself
And we are back. I apologize for anyone that was listening, and I had music playing and the computer just went down completely. And sometimes life happens that way. Isn't that the way that it works sometimes? And especially when it comes to, life happens, stuff happens, and we have to go with the flow. It certainly was not part of my vision for this evening, but it happens. Life is amazing in how it works. Life is spirit itself because there is nothing other than that one. So, in this knowing and in this place of, I know that there is not spirit in something else, but I also know that I have free will. And vision is all about being in this place of knowing and knowing that I know. Picking that thought, that experience, that decision intentionally, and being in that place of allowing it to be spirit's vision in the highest and best way. So there's what I visualize, and there's what spirit visions. And I want to talk a little bit about that, because visioning is a process which is, to me, life-changing. It has absolutely changed how I look at the world. It's changed how I deal with life. It's changed anytime that I'm in a place of questioning, do I know which way to turn? Visioning is that place. Visualization is a powerful tool of knowing and setting goals. When I know what I want, I am in that place of, I can picture it. If it's a particular car, if it's a vacation. Right now, actually, one of the visualizations I have is for a golden retriever puppy. I want a golden girl named Joy. And that's the visualization. I see myself in Hawaii, for longer than a trip. Who knows? Maybe that's where I'll be a snowbird. So I can visualize myself in different places, in different circumstances, and feel good as I do it, because that's the trick. You want to make sure that you're feeling good. And that's when the law of attraction kicks in. And all of that is wonderful. And when I open up to something even bigger, I then get the opportunity to say, what does spirit want of me? And I want to go through a little bit more of that. We're at a place right now where still things aren't quite opened up yet. Today being March 8th, and it is the week that we shut down last year, and things aren't fully open, but people are getting the vaccine, and life is coming back around again in wonderful ways. And there's a lot of distractions. So it's so important to have a vision, hold the vision, and know what I choose, but also allowing myself to be open to that bigger picture. Because when spirit chooses for me, it's so much more than I thought I was capable of. So I invite you to listen to this and be in this place of just allow this to settle in. We're going to try it again only with a song. We're going to settle in with the song this time. So just be right here, right now, and allow this to just settle into you.
Phrases. We ask ourselves, who am I give myself permission. I give myself permission. live and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free.
And that's what really casting a vision is about. Giving myself permission to see what I know is true, not just what I see before me, but what I know. So we cast that vision and we know that spirit as me is passionate and free, capable of anything. So I invite you to be in a place every day of taking the time. A morning routine has always been my greatest and easiest way to do it. But take the time, whether it's in nature, whether it's a morning routine, or even time before you go to sleep at night. Take some time to not just reflect on what is, but reflect on what you choose. That's part of giving myself permission to be, to do, to choose. If I am in that cycle of only looking at what I don't want, I'm going to get a whole lot more of what I don't want. Vision isn't about what I see, it's about what I know and see. And that seeing is so much deeper than just what's in front of me. Everything that you see was an idea long before. You don't put a seed in the ground and expect a tomato the next day. It doesn't work that way. Or you can, but you got to go to the grocery store for it. It's not going to grow that fast. And thankfully, some of the things that we do think about don't happen instantly. But the law of attraction and being in a place of empowered, focused intention is so powerful. We get to cast that vision of life. What do I choose? And it doesn't always turn out the way I'd want, or at least what I think I would want. And we can't control people, places, circumstances. I'm sure that there's not a single person that had any conception of what the last year could have held. And there were so many heroes. There were so many people that in quote unquote everyday jobs, frontline workers that were always underappreciated, now got the chance to be saying, because we could say thank you to them. Not just the nurses and the doctors, but the people at the grocery store that made it so that we had food. The people that were out there doing the things that needed to be done. The hospital workers that were cleaning and keeping it safe. The people that worked on public transportation that kept things moving and gave us the security of not having to do, but it still being there for us. There's so many things in life that happen, and there's so many blessings that we can go with the flow, and while we are in whatever the circumstance is, we can see the greater picture. We can choose again. I can see myself hugging my grandchildren and smile. I can all but feel it, even though they're not here. Or I can just be in the lack of them not being with me right now. The gift is that I know that they're healthy. The gift is that I know I will hug them. And I can be in that place of joy. Or I can be in fear and lack. Being in a vision is like choosing a destination on a vacation. You're not there yet, but you're excited about it. So I ask you, where in your life are you lacking that vision? Is there something that you have been holding back from? What is it that you've wanted, quote unquote, but maybe it was in a longing kind of way and not in an excited kind of way? I watched all those videos for little golden retriever puppies. I'll watch them and I get a kick out of them, and I'll share them on Facebook, and I'll share them because it makes me smile. And while I don't have one now, I'm excited about it. I know that little golden girl named Joy is going to be here. And when she is, I will share her with you on the Peace Circle. And then I'll have to probably put her in another room because I don't know how peaceful a little puppy will be. But I will definitely share her with you because I know that it's here. It's just not physically in front of me. Just like I know spirit is in this place, even though it may not be right in front of me in the moment. So as you listen to this next song, Faith Rivera, Vision, I invite you to cast your vision. What is it you choose for your life? What is it you choose to know for the world? What does peace look like to you? What is that harmony? You know, we have seeming division in our country. Right now in the U.S., it's been, it's been a time of, and I know that we've come together in the past, and I know that we're coming together now. Change is happening, and it's positive. But sometimes we have to open up the wound and take out that painful part so that it can heal for the better. So what is the vision you're casting for yourself and for the world that you live in?
There are times in my life when I am stronger than I've ever been. There are times in my life when I believe I can do no wrong. There are moments when yes, I can believe I am shining brighter. Oh, sister, stand up. Believe in all that you can be. Brother, remember who you are.
I am so sorry for all of the technical difficulties this evening. For those of you that have been watching and just know that my computer bumped me out for a second time, and I just, we're going to roll with the flow. And I just want you to know that that's what life is sometimes. Knowing that there is something wonderful in store, far greater than even where you are. No matter how good it is, there's always a greater vision to cast. And there's spirit as you to know that truth. So for me, I said earlier, I was talking about visioning. And I encourage you to look into the visioning practice if you're not familiar with it. We have it on the network, and it is wonderful. Actually, I think the practice was this morning. I believe it's on Monday morning. That Reverend Robert does an amazing, time taking you through all of the questions and the steps. I was in a visioning session one time with my center, and this poem came out whole, just as it is, and it's on visioning, and it to me explains it very well. So much more than what I see, life is so much grander expressing through me. I listen to the wiser voice within me, for the highest and best meant for me. There is no fear of what was or might be, and no attachment to what is to be. I gently settle into divine's breath, so the greatness meant for me never settles for less. There is no boundary or walls I put up, only a special trust within us. Powered by source and given all resource, not to hoard, but to let it flow. I surrender my control to the highest goal, for the greatest and joyous expression of my soul. Knowing my direction for today, regardless of the larger unknown, without fear or doubt, I'll know when I need to know. Honoring all that came before and knowing it never needed to be more. I am all I need to be as I become. All divine shows my purpose as me. The world needs you as you are, as you're growing, as your purpose. The world needs you. It needs us to stand up and be that truth, to be the vision, to not just hold it, but to take those required, bold, next right steps. And I say required. If we want that vision to happen, we have to take action. It's not about forcing anything. It's simply about knowing what's mine to do, casting that vision and taking the step, the next right step, and the next right step, and allowing spirit to carry you through it. And it is knowing that I'll know when I need to know. We'd never have to do anything. And part of that not doing becomes, falling back into the old and allowing for nothing new. What is it that you want out of life? What do you choose? And then to ask, what does spirit choose? It's always so much bigger. So I invite you to look into the visioning practice. Be at that place of willingness to open up to divine's intent as you. That power within you can create absolutely anything. And there's a song that I love from Israel Houghton called Nothing is Impossible. And I invite you to listen to these words And I'm not going to try a video again because that's how we crashed the last couple of times. But I invite you to listen to these words and realize that nothing is impossible. What is it? What is the picture you hold in your heart? What have you always wanted to do? Maybe it's singing on a stage somewhere. Maybe it is opening a restaurant. Maybe you've always wanted to take that dream vacation. Or maybe it's, meeting that perfect soulmate. Whatever it is, know that nothing is impossible. And when you feel the emotions that surround that perfect vision for you, for the all, amazing things happen. It is that emotion, that faith, that joy that draws us and draws to us.
Through you, I can do anything. I can do all things. Cause it's you who gives me strength. Nothing's impossible. Through you, blind eyes are open. Strongholds are broken. I am living by faith. I can do all things, cause it's you who gives me strength. Nothing is impossible. Through you, blind eyes are open. Strongholds are broken. I am living by faith. Nothing is impossible. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. I believe, I believe.
I do. I believe in you. I know that that spirit as you is arms wide open. When we hold ourselves open to that spirit, just as this picture is, opened up wide, just allowing that divine to infuse and imbue and be, then we are. Ernest Holmes said in Science of Mind, God's creative power of mind is right here. We have as much of this power to use as we believe and embody. The storehouse of nature is filled with infinite good, awaiting the touch of our awakened thought to spring forth into manifestation in our lives. Are we allowing it? Are we being that springboard? Are our arms wide open with the expectancy of the good that is ours, and with the good that is ours as a planet? There is infinite. And I know we see global warming, and I know that we see seeming lack in a lot of ways throughout our country, throughout our world. We see people that are in need. But I also know that spirit is infinite. And I know that when we at CSL talk about a world that works for everyone, we know that it is that allness, that good, that abundance. And I invite you right now to close your eyes, if you're comfortable, and be right here now. I encourage you to envision a world where children and adults, people of all ages, of all races, have all that they need. That there is mutual respect, absolute love, a recognition of divine, of that Christ within, knowing and greeting each other as that love. I invite you to envision a world where animals are given the respect and love that they give us. I encourage you to think about nature and the bounty and the beauty of the oceans and the bounty of the land, that fertile ground that gives to us again and again. Picture us honoring that in every way, allowing nature to bloom and blossom, allowing plants and animals and people to be co-inhabitants of this beautiful, beautiful world that we have, knowing that there is more than enough. And just as the plants give off the oxygen we need, and we give off what they need, that the whole world is working together in just that way, that there is more than enough. There is balance, there's harmony, there is peace. That is the world that I choose to picture and know. And I don't mean it in a Pollyanna type of way. I mean it in a knowing that spirit is all that I see, all that I know, because there's only one. And within this oneness, this one mind, this one love, anything is possible. So I invite you to hold that high vision. I invite you to be that high vision. Regardless of what happens, we roll with the punches. Today was certainly not the broadcast I expected. Sometimes things happen that throw us, but it doesn't mean that we can't come back to what I know to be truth. It may not be in that moment, and things may not always look as I would choose, but I can choose again, and I can look harder, and I can look with that divine knowingness. Sometimes it's that third eye that I have to look through, that divine knowingness, allowing spirit to be and direct. Sometimes we are the vision casters and the vision holders. And it's up to us to be that change, to know and lead the way in that harmony. It doesn't matter how we're treated, we can be kind. I know I have had circumstances, especially over the past week, stuff's happened. And, it's easy to see how I was wronged or something happened to me. And the truth is the person on the other line is divine. And I choose to be kind and loving no matter what. It's a practice. If I want more kindness and love and peace in the world, I must be that. It doesn't mean that I have to be a pushover, and it doesn't mean that I don't get what's mine. It simply means that the manner in which that I walk through life today is different than it used to be. I must be what I choose to see, or we don't stand a chance. And I know that we all have that power within us. Each individual has the power to change ourselves and the world, because every thought is a vibration. It's a frequency. And when we are at that place of love, we have the opportunity to raise the vibration. When you smile at someone, they smile back. When you're kind to someone, you'd be amazed how it turns things around. I had someone that I spoke with and immediately was hostile with me. And I said, is there a reason that you're being rude to me? And they're like, well, I'm not. And I said, but you are. You just said, and I said it back. And the tone changed. We all have our days and moments, but we must be that kindness. Cast that vision of love. Wrap that love that you have for your family, your friends, your pets. Envision yourself allowing that love to spread all over the world like a blanket. Cast that vision every day within your community, within your workplace. Cast a blanket of love around your friends and family. Set that vision and expectation, and know that as you choose that thought intently, as you choose that vision and hold it, as you take the steps you need to towards it, it changes the world. So I thank you for being here with me this evening. If you've gone in and out, as the internet has, I thank you. I thank you for being here. And I thank you for being present. I thank you for holding and expecting good and greater good to manifest. In that knowing that love and goodness and joy and peace, harmony, that is spirit. And I expect to see it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing this to be. For me to know, for each one to know and have that vision and hold it and allow it. Allow the law to carry it out. So as we go through our evening, our week, as we go on and know that each person that I see, I greet with love. I greet as love. I know is love. And in that knowing, I am so grateful. So thank you for holding this vision with me this evening. I am so grateful to have you here. So grateful to know truth. So I cast it into that one mind, knowing that it is given to the law, that it be easy, that it be the doer. And with complete love and gratitude and joyful expectation, I say amen and blessed be. And together we say, and so it is. So thank you for being with me here this evening. And I hope you can join me on Thursday. Thursday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, is The Joy is in the Journey. Be with me here, and every week we talk about more ways to find that joy, to create and cultivate that joy in our lives. I also, I know it's not Saturday yet, but there's some amazing lectures in the science of mind and spirit. Go back and watch some of them. Reverend Dr. Ken was here a couple of weeks ago. Every week is wonderful ministers that are filled with so much information of how to be in that place even better, even clearer, even greater than. And know that there are practices here all the time that allow for that. We do have vision. We do have, so many tools here to help you live that life that you choose. And there's AM and PM prayer time, 8:15 Mountain Time, AM and PM, and it's 10:15 on the East Coast where I am. Be here with us. Know that highest vibration. Cast that vision twice a day with us. And if you're not feeling it, you will be by the end of it. So I invite you to be in this place and know that truth and celebrate it. And if you've received anything while you were here tonight, if you got anything from it, I invite you to be in support in any way that you can. The network, ntmedia.org, and you can click on donate. Anything that, if you've been nurtured, if it's given to you, if you can give anything back, it is appreciated. What you give gives us the opportunity to share this message with the world. And, every bit is appreciated. So thank you for anything and everything that you have. The joy is in the journey. Enjoy this day, this evening. Roll with whatever comes and hold that vision. Be that vision. I love you. I'm grateful you're here. Have a wonderful week. Namaste.